basically set up a house to eat people, or better, the road where they had a basement full of people, and they just, whenever they were hungry, they just chop a leg off, chop, you know. That's what's gonna come to this society. Go on.
Okay. And the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Right, so those Edomites that like those Alex Jones fanatics that talk about I'm gonna go into the mountains with my family and have like 5 months worth of food and I'm not gonna starve. Well, there's gonna be people looking for food and they're gonna kill anyone that has food. You know, so even though you're not gonna die from hunger, you might have food and water stacked up. Some people are probably gonna run up in your house and kill your family and you, and take your food. You know, so you're not gonna perish by hunger, but the sword. You know, the next thing's gonna kill you. Okay. Yeah, go on. Next verse 23.
Okay. And the dead shall be cast out as dung.
Right, so dead, you're not even gonna bury your dead, right? You're just gonna be cast out like shit. That's what the word dung means. Okay, so you're just gonna be tossing bodies all the way. You know, go on.
Okay. And there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
Right, so the city is gonna be cast down. Give me Zephaniah, chapter 1:11. So this society is falling, man. You know, there's nothing that so-called white people can do. Your society is going down, man.
Yep. I mean, they thought that 2010 would be a better year.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they're making all these plans and what holds for 2010. Yeah, 111. You know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Yahushua willing, death holds for you, man.
Yep.
You know.
Zephaniah chapter.
Oh, Zephaniah, not Zephaniah. Yeah, 111.
Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 11.
1 second, I'm just getting on. Yeah, read it.
Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 11. O ye inhabitants of Maktesh.
Right, so how are the inhabitants of Maktesh? That's talking about you Wall Street people, you know? You bankers, you stockbrokers, all those people in you see in Wall Street and getting those stocks and investors especially, you know? So how? Why? Go on.
For all the merchant people are cut down.
Right, so all the merchant people, all the businessmen, they're all cut down. Go on.
All they that bear silver are cut off.
All they that bear silver are cut off. So your money is going to be cut off. And silver just represents money because we know that this paper money, this fiat money, is not real money. You know? It's paper, for one thing. It's a note. And it's backed by nothing. Because in America, you have the Federal Reserve Bank. That's where you get your money from. You can just dial up the Federal Reserve and one day you can get $10 billion just like that. But the thing is that money is not backed up by gold. It's just a Federal Reserve note. You know, a long time ago it was backed up by gold. But 1933, I believe it was FDR. He took out basically the money being backed up by gold. And you have to turn in all your gold for this fiat money. Right? Now, if it's not backed up by gold, you're finished, man. You know, that's what this inflation business is all about. You know, so like basically inflation is when you have too much money in circulation, a large supply of money. Okay, because you couldn't produce all this money when the money was backed up by gold. Because for every dollar you had to print, there had to be some type of gold that backed it up. But now, since there's no gold backing it up, you can just make $10 billion just like in 1 day, 1 hour. Okay, and after that, the money's devalued. And we found out about Canadian dollar bill, right? Because it's different. We're not by Federal Reserve. But still, if you look up about the Canadian bill, it used to be backed up by gold too, a long time ago. And now it's not backed up by gold, and that's why it says legal tender. This is a note. And basically it goes back to the Canadian bank, central bank, which basically is controlled by London. That's where you get your money from. It's controlled by London, and it's not backed up by gold anyway. So Canada's going to be, you know, it's the same thing as U.S. It's just not You know, they just do it secretly. So give me James 5:1.
James.
Verse 1 to 6.
Go to now, ye rich men.
Right, go
Weep.
to now, you rich men. You rich men, go on.
Weep and howl for your misery that shall come upon you.
That's right. So, you know, be angry. You know, don't be happy. Go on.
Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten.
That's right.
Your gold and silver is cankered,
So it's not, you know, your money is nothing, man. Go on.
and the rust of them shall be a witness against you,
That's right.
and shall eat your flesh as it were fire.
That's right. So you bankers, you those IRS people that collect the tax, you know, they're gonna be killed, man. Them people hate you people, man. You know, and really in America, you're not supposed to pay taxes anyway. That's nowhere in the Constitution. You're not supposed to pay that income tax shit to the IRS. You know, and if you don't pay, they're gonna come and take your TV or take your couch, whatever, you know, whatever is used as a barter system to repay your debt, man. You know, go on.
Okay. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days.
That's right. So you got your money. You got your money by corruptness, right? For the last days, because this is the last days, man. Go on.
Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud.
Right, and that's talking about Jakes, but even Edomites, because you're supposed to pay a man when the sun goes down, but you kept that money by fraud. You pay him every week. You know, when the man needs that money for each of his days, you pay him every week, man. You know. Go on.
Which is of you kept back by fraud crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped and are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabbath.
Right. Go on.
Okay. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and be slack here. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter.
Last verse 6.
Can I bring out Hebrew in chapter 11 verse 24?
Yeah.
Alright, it says, by faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter,
That's right.
choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season.
That's right. So like all these bankers, man, they're just living for the moment. You know, all these rich people, they're not thinking about what's gonna happen to them. You know, they just rather live in pleasure than face tribulation. But tribulation is coming, man. It's at their door. You know, the Israelites, they suffered all this tribulation, but now it's your time, white man. Yeah.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God.
Yeah, so the wisdom, all this politics, and people thinking they're getting into economics and trying to figure out why this recession happened, that's foolishness, man. Go on.
For it is written, ye take it the wise in their own craftiness.
That's right, so the Most High is just playing with you. The Most High is just playing with you, man. That's it? Okay, now finish just verse 6 on James. Is that it on Hebrews?
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, read on.
Okay.